I got off work early, figuring I'd finally do something sweet for my wife, pick up her favorite tie, grab the mail, walk in like the husband she keeps telling her friends I'm not. I didn't bother texting her because, honestly, I wanted that real surprise moment. I slipped my shoes off quietly, the house silent except for a giggle echoing from the living room. I peeked around the corner, ready with my cheesiest honey, I'm home, but all I saw was my wife and her yoga instructor, both in leggings, both way too close to my son, who was red-faced and sweating, tangled up with them in some weird three-person pose. At first, I tried to laugh it off, maybe I was the one not getting the joke. But the instructor's hand was on my son's waist, my wife's fingers tracing his arm, and their faces were all too serious for stretching. My son's eyes flicked to me, panic flashing for a split second before he pasted on a grin and said, "We're just doing partner poses, Dad." The instructor barely even looked at me, just told me I should join in, that yoga is all about trust. My wife said nothing, just kept holding my son in place, her jaw clenched tight. Dinner sat cold on the counter while I tried to process what had just happened. I confronted my wife later, and that's when everything cracked open. She confessed that she'd been seeing the instructor privately for months, said it started as just yoga, but with me always working late, she got lonely, and boundaries blurred. She insisted nothing inappropriate happened with our son, but the way she'd been dragging him into her sessions was her messed up way of keeping the family together. Our son, caught in the middle, admitted he hated it but didn't know how to say no to his mom. I wanted to scream, to throw something, but I just stood there, numb, realizing I'd been so worried about being a good provider that I'd missed everything happening right under my nose. The real twist? As angry and betrayed as I felt, a part of me was almost relieved. I'd been clinging to the idea of a perfect family, ignoring all the cracks. Now, with the truth out, I finally had to face what I'd been avoiding for years. Maybe what broke us wasn't her, or the instructor, or even the weird yoga, it was the silence that had settled between us long before any of this started.